Good morning, guys, and welcome to the Camp Financial Stock Market Update. Today is December the 1st, so we're going to mostly just focus on last month, January or November's month, and then as well as the year to date for our three different investing systems. As well as the S&P, the Dow, and the NASDAQ. And I'll go ahead and start though with yesterday. So two stocks in our technical trading system hit new highs. ConocoPhillips, obviously on the back of the big OPEC information coming out, and just all the oil stocks skyrocketed. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all there is to that. The news indicated that they're gonna cut production, so we're seeing some price relief for those invested in oil, and you'll probably see some price pain at the pump, as my guess is gas is going to definitely kick back up, a fairly decent amount. So that covers them. Bank of America was the other one, and just these banks have been on a roll now that we've got some certainty behind what's going to happen going forward. So those were the two that hit new highs yesterday. And so let me jump into the systems here. So we'll start with the system that has the biggest the most historic information. This is a system I've been using since 2010. And it's based on picking a good sector, and then finding the best company qualitatively, what kind of fundamentals it has against all the other companies in that sector, and then buying the best one. So with that said, so that system was up 4.41% in the month of November. The S&P was up 3.42%. The Dow was up 5.41%, and the NASDAQ was up 2.59%. So the system outperformed. I'm more concerned about checking our stats against the S&P 500 than any of the other sector or any of the other ones, but I do like to track them just so that I have that information. So we were outperformed by the Dow, but we outperformed all the other or the two other large indexes that are primarily spoken about on CNBC or any other financial news shows. So the month, like I said, that gave us our month. For the year to date though in the system, so this system is up 18.65% this year versus an S&P up 7.6, the Dow up 9.7, and the NASDAQ up 6.31%. I'm pretty sure that that's a pretty accurate number. I still need to go back through and do some back checking on make sure I got all the information copied into this new spreadsheet correctly, but I'm pretty sure that 18.65 is correct. I do know for a fact that the other systems are all correct, and we'll jump over to them now. So as we mentioned, the S&P up 3.42 this month and 7.59% for the year. Now we'll look at our technical system, which is based on purchasing a company when the company's leaving its shorter term simple moving average, and the medium term has crossed over the long term moving average is that we use. So when that all happens, we're looking to find strong companies that are going to benefit from that. And with that system, we were up 11.08% for the month, and it is up 17.11% for the year. That's pretty much primarily driven, ConocoPhillips hit a new high yesterday. Bank of America hit a new high yesterday. American Airlines has hit new highs throughout the month of November. It's not at an all-time high right now, but it's been hitting new highs. Let's take a look what else we got in here. MetLife is in there. MetLife had a very good month. MetLife was up 73, let's see, roughly 16% this month. Another small bank that I own in here was up about 15%. Ormat Technologies, a little utility company, actually down a little bit for the month. Adtran up about 12% for the month. Even GE with a pretty good size move for them, up almost 5% in the month. Thomson Reuters up 10% roughly. And then the last one in that system that we're still holding is Blue Cap Reinsurance Holdings, and it was up just about 2%. So as a whole, pretty much across the board, these stocks were up. It always makes me nervous when a lot of the stocks are moving in the same direction at the same time, but that's what this system's kind of built on, is to take advantage of trends and let the pricing run on them. So I will say in this system, so we did sell this month North American University Holdings. That stocker symbol is NAUH. Take a look at that real quick, because we sold at, let's see what the price was. I can't remember how many shares I owned in this. I want to say we sold around $1.94. Looks like I don't have that here. Yeah, like I said, I want to say we sold. Oh, you know what? Here it is on my other page. So we had bought at $2.17 back in August, on August 25th. It had run up to $2.34. We collected $18 in dividends, and we sold out at $1.87. And right now it's back at $1.99. So it's come back a little bit since we sold out, but it just didn't make sense. It really wasn't moving. So we got out of that one, and then as well as in our undervalued system, where we're looking to purchase companies that are trading well below their historical price to earnings multiples, or price to book depending upon what sector they're in. Just trying to find, like I said, undervalued stocks on their based on their historic valuations. That system was up 9.5% this month, 9.48% exact, versus the S&P and the Dow. We've already talked about 3.42, 5.41, and 2.59. This system has not even been around for a year yet. We started it in April. It's up 8.43%, so that tells you up until this month it was down. But it's up 8.43% for the year so far, which is leading the other sectors. The S&P is at 4.59%, the Dow's up 5.68%, and the NASDAQ up 7.76%. One thing to note in that is that we sold out of Sunoco, one that we had bought in that on April 22nd of 2016. That was sold out. I'm not sure of the date, but we got out of it at $24.76 a share. Then we then got paid another dividend after that of $48 that came in. Sunoco actually dropped all the way down to below 22 bucks before the big pop yesterday that all the oil companies got, and it closed yesterday back at $24.10. So it's a little bit below where we got out, but it just didn't make sense to continue to hold down there, as the stock has definitely been in a downtrend since it hit its high back really just a few days after I got into it back there on April 22nd. I think right around April 30th it hit its high, and it's just pretty much gone down since then. A lot of sideways trading, but definitely a downward trend. So we're out of that one as well now, and there's one other stock I want to talk about real quick if I can get it to pull up. This is one that, and I really just want to highlight the fact of following your stops and getting out when the system tells you to get out. I think that Sunoco kind of helps there. It kind of helps explain, okay, well, you got to get out because it's gone against you. I mean, it would have gone against me another 10% before it bounced back to still a little bit below where we got in, or where we got out at. But the other one I wanted to mention was one, I don't have the initial date. Let me pull it up here. So one that we bought in July of 2015 was CVR Refining. We rode that up, and then we got out back in January, January of this year. And I'm trying to look at all this information on the fly here, so bear with me for a moment. Like I said, so we got into CVR sometime in July of last year. It was around 18 and a quarter, 18, a little bit below $19, I believe. So we got in, and then it went up, and it was up above 20, and it came back down into around the $17 range. It just kind of sideways traded for a while. We rode it all the way up to $22.50 roughly in November. Then in November it kind of sold off. It came back late in November last year to a December 1st close of around 22 bucks again, and then it started to move against us, and we got out of this on the way down. Give me a second, let me see if I can tell you where we got out at. So we got out of CVRR. Oh, there we go. So we bought in at 1939. It hit a high of 22.65, and we got out at $18.12 on the way back down. So we did lose on that 6.84%. And like I said, we got out at $18.12 back in January, and the stock just kept going down. I mean, in February it was down to 10 bucks. In March it went back up to 13.50. May is down to 10. Then June and July it is all the way down. I mean, actually, right at the beginning of August, it was at $5.60 a share. It's since rallied back to $8.15. But that's why understanding trends in investing are so important. You know, a stock like this, I noticed it started to move against me. It's time to get out, cut my losses. I did. We saved ourselves $13 a share on the downside. If we'd have continued to hold, at one point in time we would have been down 14 bucks a share, and right now it would be down 11 bucks a share. Instead, we got out down just over $1, where we lost, still lost 6%, but out with a 6% loss instead of so 19 down to 8. You're talking about a 70% loss. So that's why you got to follow the rules and make sure to get out when you know that it's time to cut bait. So that's it. Sorry for going so long today, but I wanted to kind of go over a few different things, and CVR was one that just popped out of me as I've been watching CNBC recently. I've seen it cross on the ticker, and I was like, hey, I used to own that. So that's it for today, though, guys. Take care, and we will see you next time.